Come on, let's go.
Yeah!
Before we set sail, there's something I must do.
Sure. That's Kaladur, the home of your ancestors.
My legacy is somewhere here on this piece of land. I have to search the Iron Bay for traces of my distant great-uncle Randolph. But the Iron Bay is dangerous. I could use your help.
I'll help you find your legacy.
Thank you. I promise that you won't regret it.
All right. But wait till you get it before you give it.
Then I'll follow you. We'll find my inheritance somewhere in the far southwest of the Iron Bay. I'll tell you when we're close.
What is your legacy here?
I'm not sure what's left of the great house of Von Driel after so many years, but my father often spoke of our estates here in the Iron Bay.
Estates? Sounds impressive.
I know my inheritance is there, and I'm going to find it.
I've got some sort of soul dust here. Have you ever seen anything like it before?
It's extremely valuable. You'll need it if you leave the path of humanity.
You mean it can make people more human? How?
Give me 5 portions of soul dust, and I'll be able to show you.
Here. Soul dust for humanity.
Good. Then keep still, and close your eyes. All right. You've become a little more human.
How did you do that?
That's my secret. As long as I sail under your flag, we can trade in soul dust.
What are you doing here? I'd advise you to leave, and quickly.
Why should I?
The shadows are rising out of the ground. There are reports of dead people everywhere. Green fires are burning. Suddenly, these damn demon hunters appeared and took over the old citadel. And you're asking why?
It's probably just as bad everywhere in the southern seas.
If you say so. I'm a fisherman, not a fighter. Since the shadows started threatening the world, it's harder to survive on Kaladur.
Hard, but not impossible. That's a reason to hope, huh?
I don't think I follow.
It's all right. Just ignore what he said. What are you doing here?
When I'm not fishing, I'm advising all the new arrivals on this island to turn around and leave immediately.
I'm not planning on leaving again.
I figured you'd say something like that. Then let me take you to our fishing village at least. Just so you don't wind up wandering around Kaladur until some shadow makes you his breakfast.
The fishing village sounds good.
Good choice. Let me know if I can show you the way.
Tell me more about the threat.
What do you want to know?
What was all that about the demon hunters?
Most new recruits are joining them. There isn't much choice of what you can be here on Kaladur. Demon hunter or grave digger. Well, I forgot to mention becoming a corpse.
What did you say about the green fires?
The demon hunters also appeared here after the green fires were lit. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
Why not? They could protect you from the shadows.
They could, yes. But they don't. All they do is eat our fish.
Tell me more about the green fires.
They suddenly started burning. I've heard rumors they're supposed to be some sort of a call. But if you want to know who ignited them, I have no idea.
What about the citadel?
The citadel is a grim old ruin where the demon hunters have established their base. I advise you not to go there. The road is perilous. The best thing to do is leave the island the same way you came.
Take me to the fishing village.
Follow me. Here we are. Have a look around, but you won't find much here. If you're planning to go deeper into the wilderness, remember to stock up with provisions. Apart from that, I do knife throwing practice every evening. Feel free to challenge me if you see me doing target practice.
What's that supposed to mean? Well, who do we have here? A new face on our island. Welcome to the lowest level of hell. It's the best place to be right now.
Are you serious?
Sorry. Guess I've been here too long. Gallows humor's the only thing that helps with all the shit going on here.
Spoken like a great warrior! Or someone who thinks he's one.
Oh yeah? Well, you look like you've seen better days yourself.
Possibly, but no idea.
How's it going?
Disastrous. The shadows are advancing and people are dropping like flies. It's the perfect time to be a gravedigger, I'd say. There's plenty of that kind of work here.
I guess a lot of looting is going on as well.
Nothing gets past you, does it? When chaos rules and people vanish, we have to choose who to protect. Not even us demon hunters can be everywhere.
What are you doing here with the fishermen?
I'm here to gather fish for us.
Who's us?
Us demon hunters, of course. But these poor fishermen have been hit hard. Their work here is becoming impossible, what with all this shit going on. No wonder they have so little to sell to us.
Why don't you help them?
Demon hunters have battled against the shadows and their evil brood before. We can't be everywhere. Anyway, I'm out on patrol and I've got to get back soon. And we don't have the manpower to help the fishermen. It looks like I'll probably have to return to the citadel without any fish. Join me if you like.
No. There's still something I have to do.
Let me know if you change your mind. I'll stay here for a little while. If you can rustle up some fish, then let me know. I'll buy some raw fish from you for a very good price. But only when I'm back at the citadel. I haven't brought my gold with me.
Can you teach me something?
Possibly.
Teach me how to pick locks.
The important thing is not to be seen doing it. But I don't need to tell you that. So, you go to your own chest, to which you've lost the key. Then you take a piece of pliable metal and fumble around with it in the lock. First, you feel out the mechanism, so you get an idea of how it's constructed. Then, you bend the metal into shape, so you can lever it open.
I'm not good enough yet. I'm really not that good. Teach me how to pull teeth.
Fine!
I don't have enough gold.
An uncle of mine was also a fisherman,
And where's he now?
sleeping with the fish.
I'm sorry, but you heard me. We have to look to our own. Can't give away everything we have.
Damn. Another mouth to feed.
Are you one of those demon hunters as well, then?
No.
All these new people arriving on the island aren't making our lives any easier. As if we didn't have enough to do already.
Problems?
Well, you could call it a problem. Since the farms have got into trouble, everyone suddenly seems to want our fish.
Why don't you keep your fish?
We have just enough fish for ourselves, and a little left over to sell. But we can't just let all these people starve to death. Particularly now, when they depend on us. Things are in a real mess here.
Why aren't you out fishing?
Good question. I'd like to, but I can't.
Why not?
Because something always interferes. Either monsters on the beach, or somebody wants something. Well, I'll get it done somehow. It's not like I'm stupid.
Do you need help?
I don't know what you can do. We are unable to fish anymore.
Why don't you get help?
Help from whom? The demon hunters think that it's beneath them to deal with this. Other than that, there's nobody else on the island. But if you're offering your services, you look like you could do it.
Where are these creatures exactly?
Directly below the village, on the beach. Just go back along the same route you used to come here, and go along the beach. You should come across them sooner or later.
I see. What will you give me if I kill your beasts for you?
I don't suppose you'd be interested in fish, would you? You can also have gold, if you prefer. You can choose.
Okay. I'll kill your beasts.
Thank you. Tell me when you've slain the creatures.
Bloody hell, what am I supposed to tell the others?
You could try to catch something at that beach. Leave me. I need to think about what to do next.
I don't have time for that. You'd better have something for me next time.
You could try the farms.
That's no good to me. I'll try somewhere else.
Do that. Like I said, I'm sorry.
Oh, what a horrible... My head. Everything's spinning. What do you think of this part of the world?
The demon hunters have seen the way things are going and want to negotiate. But their power alone won't be enough to stop death.
I'm telling you straight, before you ask. If you want a message delivered, find someone else. I'm fed up with dragging other people's crud around. I'm gonna take a break now.
Are you some kind of messenger?
I'm not just some kind of messenger. I am a messenger. Or rather, I was a messenger.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't want to do it anymore. I've travelled enough. it's time to devote myself to drinking.
I don't want a message.
All right. In that case, I have a suggestion to make. I've got a letter that wants delivering. Do you feel like doing that for me?
What will I get for delivering the letter?
Normally the recipient pays, so let him pay you.
I'll deliver the letter for you.
All right. Here it is. Remember messenger confidentiality. Don't open it. The letter must be taken to Harry in Keeler.
All right. And what are you doing with your free time?
Drinking. If you give me some rum.
Why should I?
I'll make you a deal. You give me some booze to help me aim better, and we can have a little knife-throwing contest. What do you say?
All right. I'll fetch you some rum.
Just let me know when you want to play around. And don't forget the rum.
How about a round of knife throwing?
Have you got a bottle of rum for me? Otherwise I won't hit anything.
Here's some rum for you.
Thank you. I could do with that now. The demon hunters are doing my head in. At least I can relax with a bottle of rum before throwing knives. Let me tell you a story. Back in the day, you know, I wouldn't have given you my rum. At that time, we were out on the town every night, I can tell you. Drinking and women, that was all we could think about. But when Hanky was killed by a crate, the fun was over. Everybody said, you live dangerously as a dock worker. But I'll tell you, it didn't matter to me. So I told myself, I'll become a messenger instead. Letters and stuff like that, you know. For my first assignment, I was supposed to deliver a letter to Tyrannus. Let me tell you, I did that. The recipient wasn't happy at all. My second assignment was a packet that I was supposed to take to Keeler. It reeked, I'm telling you. To the present day, I'd like to know what was in there. The recipient was a strange guy with greasy hair tied into dreads. However, the third letter I delivered...
Fuck's sake, I've heard enough.
What's that supposed to mean? I've only just started. Fair enough, though. Tell me if you'd like to try your hand at knife throwing. Of course, that's only possible when you train regularly. I throw knives every day at noon.
What is it you dislike about the demon hunters?
Well, they just keep wanting more fish from us. The others are getting upset about it. I don't know why. As long as there's rum, I'm happy. They should stop going on about it.
Captain Finch wanted to prevent someone undeserving taking over his place at all costs. Therefore, he hid his infamous pirate flag at a perilous location before his death. It is said that he was last seen on Keeler, near a native village. That's enough for me. Too difficult.
With a bottle of good booze, the world is a much more beautiful place. With a bottle of good booze, the world is a much more beautiful place.
Don't even think about it. I'll see if you take anything. Leave me. I need to think about what to do next.
Be careful out there.
Hey, you can't do something like that! Thief. I'm going to get you!
Don't you dare do that again!
With a bottle of good booze, the world is a much more beautiful place.
Captain Finch wanted to prevent someone undeserving taking over his place at... Therefore, that's enough. Let's go to the citadel.
All right then. But you wouldn't happen to have some fish on you? 10 would be enough.
Here, I have some raw fish.
Great. Where'd you get hold of that? Doesn't matter. Let's go to the citadel. Follow me. We have a long way to go. I hope you know how to use your weapon. Advance! I guess there's a nest. Finish! Are you gonna be alright?
I'll manage.
That's alright then. If you have any more questions, just ask.
What do you do when you don't get any more fish?
We've lost contact with 2 farms. There's just enough. But if any more people come to the island, we'll have a problem. Panic hasn't broken out yet, but it will soon, I fear.
Let's press on.
Okay, just stay close behind me. It's not safe here. I don't know what happened to the farms. All I know is that none of them are receiving deliveries anymore. Maybe the people at the tavern know more. You could try asking them. Let's press on!
I'm going to make a happy of your skin! Yeah.
Go up the mountain here to the northwest, and you'll reach the tavern. You should pay a visit if you get the chance. Since the green fires have been lit, there are more reasons than ever to drown our sorrows. But first, let's get to the citadel.
What do you know about the green fires?
The green fires are a call. A call for all demon hunters in the world to gather here. To train each other and rise up against the shadows.
Who built it?
I don't know. But if you want to know more about it, you should talk to Eldrick.
Tell me more about this Eldrick.
Eldrick is our druid. He lives in the citadel. He's your man if you want to know more about such things.
Let's press on.
Okay, follow me. The tavern's a good place for picking up rumors. There hasn't been much in the way of entertainment since the fires have been burning. Unless you like handling corpses. Come on! Advance! Let's press on! Right, we're almost there. We'll be at the citadel soon. The last remaining bastion against the shadows.
What can you tell me about the shadows?
I don't know that much about them. I only know that they've brought misery and chaos. Maybe it's an omen that everything here will soon turn to shit. All I know is that I must kill them. That's all I need to do.
Alright, let's keep going.
We're almost there. Soon the citadel will be back to its former glory. If there's a place to be when everything goes to hell, then it's our citadel.
Alright.
So, here we are. Impressive, eh?
Who built all this?
Our ancestors. Demon hunters of the past. Dark warriors from the old times. But that was long ago. The place was abandoned, and the buildings turned to ruins. Now that the darkness is looming over the land, we are needed again. So we're here to rebuild everything. Do you have any more questions?
I've got no more questions.
Okay. Then I'll return to the citadel and tell them about the fish.
Family?
What?
Family. Your lineage. I need to know which house of demon hunters you belong to so I can add you to the list. Or didn't you follow the call of the Green Fires?
I'm not a demon hunter.
So, you have no leader, is that it? You could join us. We could use all the help we can get in these dark times. But if you're just here to sponge off us, you can piss off right away. We need real warriors for this war. I myself would like to go out and give the shadows a good kick in the nuts. But someone has to stay here and mind the shop.
So, you're waging war with the shadows here?
It's our destiny. Why do you think we lit the Green Fires? As a call. A call to the old dynasties of the demon hunters. We demon hunters have struggled to maintain the balance of this world since time immemorial. We've been lying low for so long, but now it's time for us to reveal ourselves.
What's your job here?
I look after the new recruits. I was here first, and I will be the last one standing. If that day ever comes. Have you spoken to the druid, Eldrick?
No.
Then do so. He'll welcome a new face. You'll find him in the back.
What can you teach me?
What do you want to know?
I don't have enough gold.
Nice shack.
It's a little more than that.
Yes, it is. A big, nice shack.
Are you here to make fun of me? Or do you really want to buy something?
Are you a merchant?
Well spotted, boy. Now buy something or piss off.
Why are you in such a bad mood?
Because nobody here takes me seriously.
Aren't you a demon hunter?
Only because my family is from an ancient demon hunter dynasty. Nobody here wants me. Leave your sword at home, they say. Stick with your numbers, they say. I'll show them what I'm capable of.
Can you sell me something?
Of course I can sell you something. But you must do something for me first.
What do you want?
Listen. I want you to find the World Devourer and bring me its heart. I need 300 boulders of destruction from the Volcano of Death. I also want you to haul up the cursed treasure of Captain Bloodblade from the deepest part of the ocean. Lastly, I would like a dragon's eye.
What do I get in return?
I like you. The most important question first. These are just stories from old times. Maybe there's no such thing as a world devourer. And Captain Bloodblade's treasure is probably just a legend too. Hey, I'm a businessman. Of course I'll sell you my goods. Even without you having to do anything for it.
Teach me something. Show me how to negotiate a better deal when trading.
As you wish.
I'm not good enough yet. Show me your goods.
I'd like nothing better.
The mages managed to bind a sunbeam in a crystal. What an incredible feat of magic. The amazing piece is still in the mage's tower on Tyrannus to this day.
That's not very nice. Oh, God, what are you doing? That's bad manners. That's not very nice.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
What do you mean?
Sorry. I was just thinking aloud. Welcome to Kaladur, the last bastion of the Dark Warriors this side of the great stream of lava. As long as the war of the Titan Lords continues, we will need every strong man we can get. Our task here is to defend the people against the forces of darkness.
A Shadow Lord stole my spirit.
Yes, I suspected as much. I can see it in your eyes. That's not good.
I could think of better situations.
How did that happen?
It's a long story.
I've got time.
All right. We were searching for treasure on the Crab Coast. Our path led us through an old temple to a gorge, where the ground shook and revealed a cave.
A skull cave. And inside you found a large gate made of pure crystal.
You seem to know the story.
These skull caves have appeared all over the southern seas. I've heard innumerable reports of people being hunted and killed by shadows. Often Their souls are removed in order to make them compliant. Your strong will alone is the reason you're still in command of your wits. Most have become minions of the underworld.
You have come far. Impressive. Tragic that it will all be for nothing.
I don't want to join the underworld. Help me get my spirit back.
It's not that simple, lad. The underworld is full of mysteries and illusions. One moment everything seems clear, and the next it's all shrouded in a veil of oblivion.
But you must be able to do something.
The old culture of Kaladur was highly developed and may contain the knowledge we'll need.
What's a druid got to do with demon hunters?
Don't let yourself be blinded by the dust of the crumbling ruins. Even today, this land still conceals a great power. In its heyday, the Dark Warriors of Kaladur still understood the relevance of the Titan Wars. They were aware of the weak points of their masters, the Titan Lords. The offspring of these warriors of yore still possess that ability to this day. I lit the green fire and watched them making pilgrimages to the land of their ancestors in search of their destiny. I'm here to help them remember their old strength. Now that the shadows have come over the land, we need them more than ever.
Can the knowledge of Kaladur help me?
Real treasures are still hidden. The Dark Warriors were wise. The ancient knowledge they collected has for the most part remained untouched in the ruins. If you can find these writings and bring them to me, I may be able to help you get your spirit back.
I've brought you ancient knowledge from Kaladur. Where should I start looking?
The demon hunter's old records refer to a grimoire, a text from a time when their culture still flourished. Its last known whereabouts is said to be an old castle ruin to the west of Iron Bay.
Castle ruin in the west. Find grimoire. Shouldn't be a problem.
Good. But be on your guard. The reports from the area are disconcerting. One of the Shadow Lords fled to the west after our last battle. I'm sure he's still there somewhere.
I'll bear that in mind. Have you any idea who is behind these attacks by the shadows?
It must be an ancient power from times long past. Our opponent has not yet revealed himself, but I'm afraid that when he does, it will be fatal.
A ghost named Crow is terrorizing the seas.
The enemy should never be allowed to gain control of the seas. If that happens, we will all be finished. None of us will be able to count on other factions for help.
What can you tell me about the big ship down in the Iron Bay?
I think it's probably their last chance to leave the country when Kaladur falls. The Dark Warriors will stay anchored there until Kaladur is liberated. Unless someone goes to them and shows them how they could contribute with their frigate. But they will only listen to a demon hunter.
How can I help you?
We fought our last battle in the north. My Dark Warriors smoked out the Skull Caves, and the Crystal Portal was destroyed. But we suffered heavy losses. Many were killed, and many fled. They have not returned since then. They need help in finding their way back to the Citadel.
You can count on me. I'll take care of your warriors.
Thank you. As I said, We can use all the help we can get.
You destroyed a crystal portal. How?
I found the spell here in the citadel. It's easy if you know how it's done. The spell makes the crystal resonate until it shatters into 1,000 shards. Come, I'll show you. I'll show you how to cast a magic spell. Pay close attention. And now, it's your turn.
I'll give it a go.
Very good. Now you should also be able to destroy a crystal portal.
Thanks. I look forward to smashing those animals straight back to the underworld. I want to become an even better warrior.
You wish to become stronger and confronting the shadows? I can teach you a few things that every warrior should know. However, I won't teach you any magic as long as you're not one of the demon hunters. The secret knowledge of the Dark Warriors is well protected. However, if you want to learn how to fight, you should speak to Henrik or Drake.
What can you teach me?
What would you like to know?
Can I be a demon hunter?
Yes. I can teach you the ancient magics of the Dark Warriors. When they are all gathered in the citadel, we will renew the ancient covenant with a ceremonial rite. There, you may be accepted by the demon hunters.
I see. I know nothing about rune magic. have no blueprint.
Ah, reinforcements. I hope you don't have any trouble in tow. Well, if that's the case, you can scram right away.
I'm not looking for trouble.
That's what they all say, and I end up having to clobber them with my forge hammer. So, go straight, nothing will happen to you. I hope you're not one of those guys who brags about their wealth. I've no use for them. I need guys who sort things out.
What are you doing with the demon hunters?
What do you think? I'm the blacksmith. Anyway, it's my damn duty to help them.
Why?
No long story. And long stories only hold me up. In a nutshell, I owe it to my father.
You need someone to do the heavy lifting. No problem.
You don't exactly look trustworthy. But I have a rather hot iron in the fire, and I could use your help with it.
I have to help you forge something.
Of course not. What makes you think that? Oh, I get it, because I mentioned a hot iron. Listen, if you help me, we must keep it to ourselves. I don't want the guys here to make fun of me.
Just spit it out.
I need someone to give this engagement ring to my girlfriend Grace on Antigua.
Engaged? You?
Crazy, isn't it? I know how ridiculous it sounds, but when you're closer to the grave than to your girl, these things go through your mind. So, what now? Will you pay Grace a visit or not?
About Grace. Grace asked me to deliver this message.
What? A message from Grace? Give it to me now. Oh, this is the best news all day. Here, take this ring to Grace. It's the most beautiful one I've ever forged.
How moving.
Hey, get a move on, it's important to me.
About Grace. That's a long fucking journey you're asking me to do.
Because this matter is extremely important to me, I'll make sure you won't go away empty-handed.
Care to elaborate?
I'm talking about a unique grindstone. A diamond grinder.
Fine. But it'd better be worth it. Do you work alone in the forge?
No. Usually Alvito gives me a hand. If only I knew where he is. I send him out to get some iron, and he disappears. He better not be with that whore, Yvette, in Travis's tavern again. We don't have time for women.
That's rich coming from you.
Yeah, go on, make your stupid jokes. You're not the one standing alone in front of the anvil all day long.
Let me guess. You're looking for someone to check up on Alvito.
And you look like you're willing to do me this favour.
No. But you'll wear yourself out if you keep doing two people's work.
Nonsense. So what'll it be? Will you help me? I'm starting to lose my patience.
I'll think about it.
That's the right attitude. But don't take too long.
All right. I will find Alvito for you.
Good. But we don't have any use for big mouths around here. I'll take your word for it. If you find the boy, then... Oh, never mind. Just find him.
Any idea where Alvito intends to find the iron?
I only take care of the forging. Where I get the iron doesn't matter. The important thing is that I get it. The only thing I know is that there's an abandoned iron mine somewhere on the island. But like I said, Maybe he's in the tavern, ogling his vet.
Know much about weapons.
What? Who do you think I am? You are speaking to the greatest weaponsmith for miles around. I was forging pistols and swords while you were still in nappies. If you like, I could show you a few tricks.